What's up, Old Bridge? I'm Evan.
And I'm Avery. Welcome back to the Nightly Wrap-Up.
Happy New Year to all of you, and let's all pray that 2021 is a whole lot better than 2020.
I'm sure it will be. Let's get started with the first show of 2021.
Okay, so for our first show of 2021, we're going to be looking back at 2020.
What?
There were a couple of really cool things that happened right before we left, and we wanted to make sure we didn't forget about them.
The Light Up the Night event was a huge success. Thank you to all of you who participated and helped set up. Check out some of these images from that special night.
And Miss Blauvelt's clothing and design classes designed ugly sweaters that we just had to show you.
Those are some pretty nice ugly sweaters.
I'd say that's an oxymoron.
What did you call me?
Nothing. That's enough fooling around. We have a very special guest for our next segment.
Indeed. We want to thank Mayor Owen Henry for taking the time to speak with us today. Here he is, getting personal with Emmy and Ryan. Ryan told me he was really nervous to speak to the mayor. I told him, just relax and act natural.
Act naturally. Another oxymoron.
Call me that again and you're going to have some real trouble.
Here's Mayor Henry. Enjoy.
What's up, Old Bridge? I'm Ryan.
And I'm Emmy. Welcome back to Getting Personal with Emmy and Ryan.
Today we're sitting down with the mayor of Old Bridge Township, Mayor Owen Henry.
We just wanted to thank you for being here with us today. We really appreciate it, and I know I can speak for all of Old Bridge on that.
I want to thank you for having me.
So, Mayor Henry, to start, I want to ask you the first question, probably quite obvious, but with
Nothing's obvious. Yeah.
with the coronavirus pandemic, how do you feel Old Bridge is handling it, and how do you feel Old Bridge has been doing so far with the pandemic?
Everything we've had to do as a township, we've had to adjust and do differently. I believe we're ahead of the curve, as they say. As you know, we're offering testing here in Old Bridge for our residents. I don't think there's another town in New Jersey that has taken it upon themselves to offer testing. Everything that the township has done in the past was impacted by Corona. Every service we provided had to be adjusted, had to change. And here we are now, almost a year later, where we're pretty much providing all the services that we did prior to the pandemic now are available to the residents of Old Bridge. Everything we do is available, whether through Zoom, whether in person, or any other way that we have to get it done, we get it done. And we're adjusting as we go. And it's impacted everything, not only the township, but just, as you know, our small businesses. We have a lot of small businesses in town. They've been impacted, and we've done everything in our power to try to help them, weather the storm, as they say, with support, with money. We've offered a lot of grant money to our small businesses to help them get through this. And it's really been difficult for them, especially our restaurant businesses, our gyms, our hairdressers, anyone that had whose business relied on that close physical contact has been severely impacted, as you know. The school system, let's not forget the school system, the impact that it's had on you, the students, the teachers, the administration, the entire town.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mayor Henry, to step away from the pandemic real quick, I have kind of more of a personal and broader question for you. Okay. What made you want to become the mayor of Old Bridge?
So I pretty much grew up here in Old Bridge. I went to the school systems here in Old Bridge. I went to the high school, the Cedar Ridge High School. Went off to college, came back, started a business, had a successful business. I just reached a point in my life where I just wanted to give back to the community. I think everyone goes through that stage at some point.
Do you think, Mayor Henry, that to the citizens of Old Bridge and the residents of Old Bridge that kind of maybe don't really not really understand what a mayor does, but kind of like overlooks it. Do you think you can maybe like describe like your responsibilities as a mayor or what you handle on a day-to-day basis, like what your what your day is like?
Well, the office of the mayor is pretty much what that person who's acting as mayor wants it to be. I came in knowing that in the past, the mayors here in Old Bridge were part-time mayors. They didn't spend a lot of time here in the office because they had to raise families, they had to make a living, they had full-time jobs, and that was one of my campaign issues that I talked about. A town the size of Old Bridge needs somebody who's going to dedicate, full-time to the office of the mayor. And so what I've done is made it a full-time position. I'm here practically almost every day, a lot of nights, and running a town this size is like running. I'm going to say managing. I don't say running it, but I come from the business background. I own the business. As I said, so I manage this town like you would a big business. It's a $56 million budget that we operate on.
For life, like after the pandemic, what do you hope is for the future of this town?
So the future is, I want you, the students of this town, as I said, to get your education, come back to Old Bridge and contribute and make this town even better. There's nothing more important than an education. There's only one thing that can solve every problem that we face, and that is an education. So I am education, education, education. It is the answer to all our problems. As seniors looking at the town, how do you see it? What do you think we're doing right? What do you think we're doing wrong? What do you think we need to do better?
Well, I think that Old Bridge has served me well, and it has helped me create lifelong friends that I think that I'll have forever. And I remember, like, my mom grew up here as well, and she would always tell me stories about how she still talks to her friends that she created here. And that I think, like, one thing I really love about Old Bridge is the sense of community that we have. When earlier in the pandemic, when things were starting to get like really bad, and everyone would kind of come together, help each other out in the best way they can. And I, like, in my neighborhood, there were so many drive-bys, and everyone was so like supportive and helping each other. So that's one thing I really love about Old Bridge. And the school's like school right now, and obviously with the circumstances we're dealing with today, like, I can speak, Nia and Emmy probably both agree that we're very appreciative of that. Like, the teachers are doing an amazing job, and that dealing with today. And I love the school system here, and I think Old Bridge is doing very well.
I definitely agree with Ryan. Like, my family didn't grow up here, but me and my siblings have lived here like our whole lives. And there isn't like anywhere else I'd rather live, because our community is so close and everybody's so supportive of each other. And that's like one of the reasons why I do love it. And the teachers are absolutely amazing. Like, throughout high school, middle school, like all ages, like I've made so many memories here with like lifelong friends.
Yeah, that's important to me. I've gone through the same thing, so I can say exactly the same thing you're saying. I mean, the teachers that I had, I still know their names. I don't remember what I did yesterday, but I can tell you all the teachers I had growing up in the schools and the impression they made on me and made me the person that I am today. So teaching profession is really, you can't say enough about the teachers. And going through this virtual, I have I don't know what you want to call it, but I have a 5-year-old grandson that lives with me, and I'm doing the Zoom teaching with him in the mornings. And then I feel so sorry for the teacher trying to keep a group of kindergartners' attention for more than 5 minutes. So really kudos to the teaching profession for getting through the pandemic, and hopefully that, everyone, including the parents, are learning something from this.
Hey Evan, do you like magic?
Not really. I'm not a believer in magic, and I feel like if I look hard enough, I can usually figure out the trick.
You don't believe, huh? Let's see what you think of this.
What's that?
It's my magic wand.
Looks a little bent.
We'll see. Bippity boppity boo!
I thought that one was a little bent. Anyways, here's some video magic for your enjoyment.
Where are my AirPods? Everyone see it? Don't bother looking for them. I got you.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Gotta go make breakfast. What's this doing here?
The ROTC is running a program to collect school supplies for students who are struggling to get them themselves. The information is on the screen now and will be in the description below as well.
Well, that about does it. I'm Grace.
I'm Olivia.
I'm Avery.
And I'm Evan. And remember,
It's always nighttime in Old Bridge.
What's up, Old Bridge?
We'll see. Oh my god, I'm
Go ahead.
I can't with this.